quality is all in this microfiber indoor mat. Now, I will tell you, since we first debuted these mats on QVC, over 25,000 of them have been sold. What we have for you are two sizes, the large and the extra large, in two great colors, brown that I'm standing on and the sage green. Join me in welcoming back John Holt. He is the first deputy in charge.
Thanks, David.
In Don Aslett's cleaning army. Good to have you here.
Thanks.
Or cleaning force, I should say. This
Correct.
is amazing because we know your outdoor mats.
Yes.
Super, super popular.
Yep.
So now Don Aslett took that same commitment to quality, created an indoor mat, and made it out of microfiber.
That's
Why
right.
microfiber?
Okay. We've been here for 15 years with our microfiber mop. Everybody knows how absorbent, how well this cleans your floor. But you can't just make a mat out of this because it would all scooch up. What we did, we took the same microfiber, okay? We made these mats just like a carpet is made with a loom, okay? So the microfiber doesn't shed. We put a nice rubber backing on it so they don't skid around. But here, as well as this works, here's the proof in the pudding. What I have down here is a tray of mud, just potting soil with water, so it's really a sloppy mess. Now what I'm gonna do is take my work boot and I'm gonna step right in this mud, get it really nice and sloppy here, David. Ready? I'm going to take one step onto the microfiber mat up here. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a wipe. Now, at home, you're probably going to wipe more than I did. Now, here's the real key. When I'm done, I'm going to step on this white sheet of paper, and here it is. I'm going to lift my foot up so you know I'll put all my weight on this paper. It's perfectly clean. Okay? Now, let me do it a different way. I'm going to step in the mud right here. Now, if you don't have one of our mats in front of your door, you're going to come inside with wet, dirty feet, and look what happens to your floors. It's sticking. There's all the mud. Now, I'll step in the mud again. Now, I'll take a little step on the doormat. I'm going to give it just a little bit of a wipe, and I'll step right next to where I stepped with the wet shoe.
Check this.
And check this out. Perfectly clean, dry. That's how these mats work, just like our microfiber mop. So, now these are machine washable too, David. Now I'm just taking my mop head, clean up the mess on the floor head. But what we did, again, if you take a look at the profile on this mat, very thin, so your doors will scoot over it. If you buy a thick mat, it doesn't make sense because you open up your door, and there's the tan-colored backing. If you've ever bought a cheap mat from a big box store and it discolors your floor underneath, that is very, very disappointing. These, and by the way, these are machine washable, so use it for a month. When it gets filthy, throw it in the washer, just like you do our mop heads.
Now, the two sizes, the one we call extra large is 34 by 52, okay? Then your large mat is 26 by 38. Now, the two colors I have for you, this is the sage green, but much more popular is the brown. Now, I will also tell you that these are machine wash. I think I mistakenly told you earlier, tumble dry. These are line dry.
Line dry, yeah.
So machine wash, line dry. These are also great to put inside a bathroom if you want to step out of your shower on these. Because one thing that we were talking about is how absorbent these are as well. Because remember, microfiber is a very absorbent material. You come in from a rainy day and your boots or your shoes are soaked with water. You walk into your carpeted floor service, you're going to track it all up. Your pets come in from outside after having done their business on a rainy day, and you got 4 legs hitting, or 4 feet hitting the ground that is going to track up your kitchen floor. Do you get them on this mat first, you've got a fighting chance of absorbing and knocking off a lot of that mess right at the door.
Well, if you've ever read one of Don's book, his #1 cleaning secret is stop the dirt at the door. If you don't properly mat your doors, over the course of a year, 40 pounds of this dirt will enter your home. That's a wheelbarrow full of dirt. Think about how much time you sweep, vacuum, and mop. Properly mat your doors, David, with our microfiber mats. We didn't invent these microfiber mats. There are other microfiber mats out there in retail, but they glue the microfiber to a rubber backing, and they shed like crazy. Ours do not shed because we made it like a carpet, and they work phenomenal. I mean, that's a white sheet of paper. I just stepped in a tray of wet mud. You could not do this with any other doormat. It doesn't matter how much you pay for it.
That's what's so amazing about this. Now, I will tell you, the larger of the two mats here, John, is perfect to go in front of a slider.
Sure.
You've got a big double slider door, and you want to be able to catch all that. Maybe you've got an indoor area off your garage. You want to put a mat right there, inside the front door, the back door, the side door. Maybe you want to put it right in front of the refrigerator because sometimes you drop an ice cube, you drop, you know, you dribble food, you pour yourself a glass of milk and some slops in the floor. Sometimes we wipe it up, sometimes we don't. This is a chance for you to be able to catch all that. We hear from a lot of our customers who actually put this in front of their shower in the bathroom.
Well, you think about it. You step out with wet feet. If you have a tile floor, it's slippery. And see how the door swings over it? And there, that was
Very low profile.
That was 14 feet that came in because pets have 4. Okay. So side door, mudroom door, basement door. Everybody that steps on this mat easily absorbs the moisture, machine washable, line dry.
No scratching on your expensive hardwood floors because this has that nice rubber backing. It's got a very low profile, so even your little weather strip there doesn't catch this rug when you put it there. Put it in front of the stove. How many times do we slop food in the store and the floor in front of the stove? At least I do. I love to cook, but I'm a messy cook. So this is V33915. Everyone's thinking about this, maybe sitting in front of the bathroom sink, outside the shower, wherever you may be. 2 color choices for you. This is the sage green. I have it in the, what we're calling size-wise, 34 by 52 is the extra large, the big one. And then the 26 by 38 is the large size, which is this one, okay? So you're looking at green and brown, your 2 color choices. I am told as I step over to the brown here, John, brown is the more popular choice. So if you're looking for this nice, beautiful, darker neutral, this could be a way to go. The sage green is a great decorator color. A lot of folks are using that as well.
Yes. And the smaller of the 2 mats is still wider than any entrance door. It's 38. Your door is 36. The smaller of the mat is 38 inches wide. The larger mat, if you want to put it lengthwise, you have to take a couple steps when you come into the mudroom. Again, here is a tray of mud. This is not a magic show. All I'm doing is stepping in the mud. I'm going to step. And you know, David, I've stepped on the same part of this mat every single time. This is the 6th or 7th time I've stepped in this one little tiny area. I step on the white sheet of paper, and there's absolutely nothing on that paper. My shoe is perfectly clean, dry. So if you bring your groceries in on a rainy day, 6 or 8 trips in and out of the car.
Absolutely.
You know how much footprints are going to be in your house. This will stop the dirt at the door.
How about all the grime and the yuck from snow, sleet, rain, slop, yuck. Now, I realize on a 98-degree day, no one's thinking about snow today,
exactly.
maybe wishing for a little snow today. But this is what's amazing. Come wintertime, you come in with those messy boots on from the winter weather. This is going to trap all of that yuck at the door, super absorbent as well. I might even kick off wet shoes on this mat and just leave them.
Yeah, especially in the wintertime. I just throw the snowshoes on them, just let the snow melt into them instead of onto my beautiful hardwood floor that would ruin my floor.
Exactly, and because of that rubber matting, you're protected, your floor surface is protected. So we've got these at $24 and $34. I will tell you, I went ahead and ordered the large one, not the extra large, but the smaller of the 2, for inside my kitchen door, because I think for a lot of folks, that's going to make a big, big difference, and I hope it will in my home, too. I'll report back. All right, this is V33915. John, as always, it's a pleasure having you with us.
Thanks, David.
Good to see you. Stay on the line here. I do want to remind you that our favorite shark is joining me a little later in the show. Lori Grenier will be joining us, and we've got her great no-belt pouch, something